everyone, my name is the Latex Sweetie, and I'm hope to be making posts here just to give anyone who's dealing with fruit or latex allergy a little information, um, because there are lots of fruits and nuts that are cross-reactive with latex allergy or vice versa. That's the big question: which came first, the latex allergy or the fruit allergy? In my case, it was the fruit allergy. Um, I had fruit allergies as a child. My first time having a banana, my dad gave it to me, and my throat immediately closed, and it popped right out of my mouth. Same thing with oranges and apples. When I had them, it would just, my throat would close up and it would pop right out. So um, I'm just going to give you a little bit of backstory. I don't know if any of this will seem familiar to someone, then maybe they'll go see their allergist to just have everything documented so you can be taken care of properly if you ever have to go to the hospital. Um, because with a latex allergy, hospitals is actually it's a place that I avoid and fear, because there's so many people who are just not educated, and latex is everywhere in a hospital. So here we go. A little bit of back history is I was fine, really. I avoided fruit most of my childhood. Then in high school, I started having allergies when I wasn't, or allergic reaction when I wasn't eating fruit. I had a reaction to poppy seed. I had, then I just started breaking out in hives at lunch in general. And then I just stopped eating lunch. I went the last 3 years of high school, I just stopped eating lunch because it just wasn't worth it to me and my family, because they kept having to take me up to the hospital and they didn't know what I was having a reaction to. And in hindsight being 2020, it being the very late 80s, I believe they started using latex gloves in the cafeteria, but that's neither here nor there. So I outgrew my allergies. And I was fine in my 20s, fine for most of my adulthood. But then one day, I was having lunch with my then husband, who's now deceased, may he rest in peace, and I was having avocado soup, and all of a sudden my bottom lip started swelling up. I didn't know it was swelling up. He's like, something's going on with your lip. And I was like, oh, really? I said, really? I said, okay, an allergy to avocado, whatever. I said, well, let me run to the store and I'll get some allergy medicine, take it, and come back and we'll finish lunch. And I didn't think anything of it. But a few years later, I was going to have a surgical procedure done. And the anesthesiologist would say, hey, you had any reactions to any food ever? And I was like, yeah, I had, well, as a small child, banana. I just popped right out of my mouth. And most recently, avocado. Those are the only two I thought of because it has been a non-issue in my life. And he said, well, you may want to go ahead and get tested for that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went to the allergist and told him my history. And we did the prick test. And we were doing the prick test just for grasses, trees, shrubs, dogs, cats, all that standard stuff. And they came back positive, most of them. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I've got allergies, I already knew that. And I'd go home. And I lived about 8 minutes away from the office. Literally, by the time I got home, there was a welt the size of my hand. Actually, the size of my then husband's hand, on my back. And I was like, okay, well, let's just wait another minute, see if it goes away. Whatever. And a minute goes by, and then my face starts doing something weird and starts swelling up on one side. That was just bizarre to me because I'd never had my face swell up. And I called the office. They said, get here right away. Call us when you're in the parking lot. And I'm like, really? Okay. And so my husband's freaking out by then. And I'm just like, no, be calm. It's cool. I've had my whole body swell up, la-di-di-da. Well, we pull in the parking lot. He calls them, and they run out and meet me with an epi in the parking lot. They took good care of me. I was there for quite a few hours, I think 4 or 5 hours that day. And my doctor then came to me and said, you know what, those allergy shots we're going to give you to have you tolerate it, we're not doing that. And those food allergy tests that we were going to order for you to do here in the office, we're not doing that. He said, we'll do the RAST test. That's RAST for the parents and anyone who's suspecting they may have allergies. It's the easiest way to get tested for allergies, and they just test your blood, so you don't have to worry about being miserable for 3 days afterwards. This is a lot of information, but so they did the RAS test, and it came back positive for all the fruits, and latex allergies. Okay, the reason I'm doing this video is because I went to my allergist last night, yesterday, and I was just trying to get someone to help me, and they gave me a new allergy medicine, and last night my throat started closing up. Why is this happening now? So I called them last night and said, hey, I'm having a reaction, and to go ahead and take Benadryl. So I've been taking Benadryl, but I guess my last dose has just started wearing off. So I don't know if you can see this. My face is starting to swell up as I'm doing this video. Wow. And this is what can happen to your kid. I'm gonna go. I'm not pulling down the sides of my mouth. The Benadryl is just started. Benadryl has just started wearing off, and latex allergy is no joke. So I'm gonna hurry up and get through the rest of this. So, and I just rather people see that it's really no joke. I'm going to try to continue on. So, the other thing that I've had an allergic reaction to is feminine products. Okay, there's latex in feminine products, and maybe I shouldn't even, but that one's not supposed to have it in it. Another thing that you're going to have an allergic reaction to, and I've had it too, avoidance is the key, but this is from a medicine that they're giving me. So, the other thing that I've had an allergic reaction to is the latex in bras. So I've had to give up wearing pretty bras and pretty underwear, and I'm just going to leave this rolling because it needs to be documented. This is not anything to play with. And the other thing that I've had an allergic reaction to that parents and ladies may not know about, they're putting weaves in kids' hair so young, is weave. Not that literal weave, but it's the latex glue that they use to do the closures. So I'm going to hurry up, and I'm going to try not to take my EpiPen, but take some Benadryl and crack it in my mouth. But I hope this video is useful to somebody. I don't know why God had my Benadryl just wear out right now, but whatever God wants. Maybe it'll save somebody's life. But please, if you do have fruit or food allergies, please be sure to avoid as much as possible and read your labels. I can no longer go, it's getting bad. I can no longer go to restaurants because of latex gloves used in the restaurants. I can no longer, I've been on vacations to Atlantis and had the vacation ruined because of latex paint used on the outside of those pyramid things and the heat, and it was just off venting and causing me major problems worse than this. This is mild. I'm looking, it's bad, but it's not the worst that I've had. Please try to learn as much as you can about what products may contain latex. And I gotta go take my Benadryl. Once again, I'm the latex sweetie, and I gotta go. Yeah. I don't know, hang on myself.